Thank you for clicking on my video today. My name is Dominique and I am going to be doing an update for the Pan Those Eyeshadows. I am so excited to film this video. If you aren't following me, please consider subscribing and following me. I do a lot of project panning content here on my channel, and I do empties and stuff too. So if you are following me, you'll know what kind of a month we had last month. So last month we like hit it out of the ballpark, 11 pans. I strongly encourage you to go watch that if you haven't. Like, I was completely shocked because February I only hit pan in one eyeshadow. I had no bonus pans. It was like that one eyeshadow and done. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. We're here for this month's Pan Those Eyeshadows. Again, I am super excited. So let's go through what's on the docket here for my actual project, any bonus pans, and then we'll do the fun stuff like rolling in some new stuff. So we're starting off with what's been in here the longest. This is my Laura Geller Laura's Essentials palette, and I had rolled in the shade Stylish, which is right here, and you'll see there is like a huge dip, but no pan yet. I did really enjoy using this color this month. My numbers reflect that. So I had used it previous 17 times in the 2 or 3 months it's been. I think it's been 3 months. So I had used it 17 times prior, and I used it 16 times this month. So a total of 33 uses on this. These are very dense mattes. Very pretty though. I really enjoyed it. I'll do a swatch for you. I really enjoyed it. Especially now that things are heating up. Like, it's hot here. I live in Central California, so it is hot already. Like, it's in the 80s today. So that's what the color looks like. It's just a pretty orangey terracotta color. I need something to wipe my fingers on. It's just a pretty terracotta-y orange. Pretty, love it. Very easy to use all the time. Again, I used it 16 times. So then we rolled in the ABH Subculture palette. And like I explained before, this was decluttered to me from my cousin Danae. So I don't know what formulation this is. If it's the first one, like the first go around that was like super controversial because it was so dusty, or if it was after they reformulated it. But anyways, I had goal here on New Wave. The goal was to hit pan on this one, and as you can see, I did. I had used it 10 times already last month. I used it an additional 2 times for 12 total to hit pan on it. Right now my daughter's playing spring soccer, my oldest daughter, and her soccer colors are yellow and black. So like literally perfect for sitting at the soccer field and watching her play soccer. So that's my first rollout. Yay. And then we rolled in this little KAB quad. Now, I got this from Ipsy, and on the Ipsy website, it states that this is a full-size product. And I know, like, you can have a quad, like, from another brand or anyone can have a quad, and it is intended to be a quad, and it's full size. But these pans are little, and they're shallow, and there's not much product. So I rolled in the second shade in this palette, and as you can see, I hit pan on it very easily. Like, this was a very crumbly eyeshadow, and the pans are very shallow. So even though it says this is a full size, I have a very hard time believing this is full size. And you'll see too, I did use that brown quite a bit as like a liner. Very pretty. And again, this is like the perfect goldy yellow for Saturdays on the eye with that subculture. Like, it was perfect. I really liked it. Can't say anything bad about it. Then, so if you watched last month, you'll have seen the drama with this Ciate London, the Velvet palette. So last month when I rolled this in, I like opened it up, I was showing it off, everything was rainbows and butterflies, and this gold shade right here just fell on out. Like, just like jumped out of the pan. So these are very softly pressed. They're nothing like that Laura Geller that like is super dense. These are very softly pressed. They're all like shimmers or satins, and you'll see they have kind of like a wavy pattern to them. So I used the wave to my advantage, and I had rolled in this one, and you'll see that I did hit pan in it. I just kind of focused my packing brush there in that wave. I had to use this 8 times to hit pan. Very pretty, like a rose goldy type of color. I actually paired it a lot with that Laura Geller, just to kind of bring out some of the more orangey tones in that rose gold. Very pretty, liked it. Rolling out, no complaints. And then my last one that I had rolled in last month came from this little Too Faced popcorn palette. And I rolled in the shade Deck the Balls, which is this shade here. It's a pretty purple. The only thing about this, and I did hit pan on it as you can see, the only thing about this shade is it has like a black base. So it was much, much darker than what I thought it was. So I used it a lot as like an outside shimmer, like on the outside portion of my lid, and then I put something lighter on the inside. So like that Ciate Rose Gold, I would put that, and then the purple or something of that nature. I did never put this completely on the lid because of how dark it was. So I used this 10 times to hit the pan in it. And again, very pretty, really liked it, but I could only pack it in the outer portion of my lid, or I would pack it on the underline as kind of like a liner. So those are my 5 from this past month. My Laura Geller that's staying in, and then Subculture rolled out, the KAB Quad rolled out, the Ciate Velvet palette, that little rose gold color rolled out, and this Too Faced popcorn balls rolled out. So we're working with just an orange right now. So let me go ahead and go through bonus pans, and then we will roll in our 4 to complete this quint. My first bonus pan came from this Laura Geller palette, and it was in the shade Stunning. I used this shade as an eyebrow color. Loved it. It was really good. These mattes are perfect. Like I love this. And it's a good traveling little palette too because of those highlights. Those highlights are really pretty too. Anywho, my second bonus that I hit was in this little Angelica Funko palette. Now this palette is just like a little cheapy deepy. I got it for like $6 or something at Marshall's. I've dropped this palette I don't know how many times. And like you saw the drama with the Ciate London one that cost probably quadruple what this is easily. Even the packaging doesn't work anymore. It doesn't close anymore. All the shadows stayed intact. Nothing broke, nothing shattered, nothing. But I had one more pan to hit in this to finish out level 3 of my project level up. And it was in the shade Spoiled, which is right here. I did use a big fluffy brush. That's what I usually use on my matte colors. So you can see the pan is much, much bigger than what like the pan was in the shimmers. But yeah, I did hit pan in that to roll this palette out for my level 3. Good quality. I liked it. It was fine. So then this is the real star of the show. So this Alamar Cosmetics palette was my level 5, and it had been in since December. And I was just trucking along, just really struggling. These are shimmers that are super, super like dense and impactful. You don't need much to get the effect on your eyes. And I needed one more shade to hit pan in for to level up, to go back to level 1. So my last one to hit pan in was this shade right here, Celia. So you can see there's a little baby pan there in Celia. And this one was my level 5. And I hit pan in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was from a pan, those eyeshadows. So yeah, this was a great, great palette. Again, I can't say enough good things about the quality of these Alamar eyeshadows. They're great. I can't say enough. So after I rolled out this little Angelica as my level 3, I actually rolled in the Revolution Neutral palette as my level 4. And spoiler for my project level up, I have hit pan in 4 shadows in this palette, but I haven't completed my usage goal. So I need to use each shade 4 times to level it out already. But I hit pan in Glitzed first. I use that every day as an inner corner. It was very crumbly, but pretty, but just very, very crumbly. You can tell like it's kind of like bumpy. Can you see that? Like it's kind of bumpy. So I hit pan in that one first. And then I hit pan in Delight, which is this one right here. And I am just tan enough and it is just light enough that I could use it as an all over like setting shade for my lid. So that was great. I used that up or hit pan on it that way. And then I used For Reals, which is a really pretty like antique bronzy color. Really enjoyed that for like the outer part of my lid. And I would pair that often with Magic, which is a really pretty neutral, like, it was almost like a gray taupe. Really, really pretty. That was like my go-to, was that Magic color gray taupe, and then that For Reals more like bronzy on the outside. So pretty. It's actually what I wore this past weekend for my cousin's wedding. I just did like a basic, very neutral look with like a bold red lip. It was really pretty. I think my son's gonna walk in. He was chilling in the living room, so I'll be right back. Okay, so those are my bonus pans. If you are keeping track, that is 11, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I hit pan in 11 shades again. Like, how did I do that 2 months in a row? I don't know, but I'm not going to question it. It's going to be just fine. Okay, so sorry, my son came in. So now for the fun stuff. So if you're not aware of how I do my Pan Those eyeshadows, I'm trying to do it kind of like no palette left behind style. So I want all of my palettes to have some form of pan in there. So I'm using a list of palettes that don't have pan in my collection yet, and I'm trying to hit pan in those ones first. And then if one day I have a pan in every one of my eyeshadows, then we'll just do the whole list. But for right now, it's just these ones, and there are 29 palettes on this list. So we're gonna ask our friend Alexa to please roll in 4 palettes. We will roll those in. I will go and get them, and we will come back and we'll pick the shade, and hopefully it'll be cohesive with this terracotta color. Alexa, random number between 1 and 29.
Here's a number between 1 and 29. It's 27.
27. Okay, so 27 is the Ace Beauté Mystic Romance palette. That's a new palette in my collection. I got it in Ipsy like 2 months ago, I think. But from what I understand, they're dark. So like they all have like black bases. So we'll see how that goes. Alexa, random number between 1 and 29.
Here's a number between 1 and 29. It's 4.
4. Oh gosh. Okay. So number 4. Okay, so number 4. So we picked, or Alexa picked number 4. And that's the Wander Getaway Eye and Face palette. I did roll that in a project level up, so it already has pan on it, and I want to roll in palettes that don't have any pan yet, if that makes any sense. So we're not going to roll that one in. Alexa, random number between 1 and 29.
Here's a number between 1 and 29. It's 9.
9. Okay, so number 9 is the Morphe Mickey and Friends palette. That's a huge, I think it's like a 30 or 35 palette, so that'll be fun. And I think it's kind of rainbowy, so it'll be perfect for this like summer, springy season we're in. Alexa, random number between 1 and 29.
Here's a number between 1 and 29. It's 14.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Number 14 is another Alamar Cosmetics palette, and it's the Destino palette. But again, those are really pretty colors, so I'm excited about that. So we have Ace Beauté, the Mystic Romance one. We have Morphe Mickey and Friends, and now the Alamar Destino palette. So we got one more to roll in. Alexa, random number between 1 and 29. Alexa, random number between 1 and 29.
Here's a number between 1 and 29. It's 10.
10. Oh, okay. So number 10 is Alyssa Edwards palette. So let me go get those 4 palettes. We'll come back and we'll pick a color. So I went and collected those palettes, and I have the first one here. This is the Ace Beauté Mystic Romance palette. Like I said, I got this just a couple months ago in Ipsy, so it is brand new. I have not even swatched these shades, but from the reviews I saw, like these shimmers, they have like a black base to them, so we'll see how that goes. Anyways, there's 5 times 3 is 15. There's 15 shades in here, so let's see what Alexa has for us. Alexa, random number between 1 and 15.
Here's a number between 1 and 15. It's 8.
8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness. Okay, so 8 is this like red shade. It's called Allure. Oh man, I'm kind of scared. Oh, it is a red. So we are going to be doing lots of like sunsetty red colors. Oh, okay, here we go. Now we have the Morphe Mickey and Friends palette. I think my sister got this for me. Again, brand new. And this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has 35 shades in it. And like I said, it's like perfect for summer and spring. So we'll see if we get anything that'll match this red and this orange that's staying in. Alexa, random number between 1 and 35.
Here's a number between 1 and 35. It's 4.
4. There's no way. So 4 is this red one right here. We're not going to roll in 2 reds. I'm sorry. There's no way. Alexa, random number between 1 and 35.
Here's a number between 1 and 35. It's 8.
8. So 7, 8. 8 is this baby pink shade called Stomp and Stare. It is just like, honestly, I could probably use it as like a lid setting shade. It's very, very light. So we'll do that. Whew, two reds. I would have gone crazy. I almost dropped my palettes too. Okay, so this is the Alamar Cosmetics Destino palette. Again, brand new. Literally in the packaging still. All these eyeshadows that I pulled in for this round, all 4 of them are brand new. Like never been used, brand new. So again, taking off the little. So this is the Destino palette. It's really pretty. I would love to get some of those, like that purpley color would be really nice. Even that gold. We'll see what the fates have for us. This is 10, so we'll see. Alexa, random number between 1 and 10.
Here's a number between 1 and 10. It's 9.
9. So, oh, okay, good. So number 9 is Estrella, which means star. And it's this pretty, like, purpley silver color. Oh, I'm excited about that one. It almost looks more like a silvery taupe. Yeah, perfect. Finally got ourselves a shimmer in there too. I was a little bit worried. It was all crazy mattes. Okay, so one more. And again, brand new palette. I've never used untouched palette. So these palettes are 14, I think. 6, 7, yeah, 14 shades. Again, never been touched. Alexa, random number between 1 and 14.
Here's a number between 1 and 14. It's 3.
3. Another matte. So number 3 is this mauve purple shade called Unicorn Tribe. So I almost want to be crazy and roll one more in just so I have another shimmer, since this is so matte heavy, but I need to film a project level up. My son's coming to me saying he's a robot.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, baby.
What's your name?
My name's Mom. What's your name?
Ezekiel.
Okay, Ezekiel. So this is going to be the look. These 3 are going to pair very easily together. I honestly could probably work this into these 2 also. So it's going to be like one of 2 things. It'll be either an orangey red look or a purpley look. Oh, I think that my streak of just panning and panning and panning and panning is going to be over. As far as like hitting pan on stuff, my son's trying to get to the camera. Because these are going to be difficult. Like, the Morphe mattes are hard to hit pan on in general. Honestly, ABH isn't. But I've noticed that like the Alyssa Edwards palette, the Jackie Aina palette, those palettes are a lot more dense than Modern Renaissance, Subculture. Even Sultry was very easy to hit pan on some of those mattes. So
I see your ball.
We'll see. And again, like, I know the Alamar Cosmetics mattes are very, very hard to hit pan on also. So I feel like we're gonna struggle this month, but it's gonna be fine. It's a beautiful little combo. I can make it work. It kind of reminds me, I don't know, it reminds me of something. It's pretty. It's gonna be fine. Wish me luck. Good luck to you. I gotta go be a mom. Bye.